Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today we will be reading r/malicious compliance. Me the wrong stuff because I asked for the wrong stuff. Long time reader, first time poster. Kind of a minor one here. For some background, I work for a company that sells materials for chain link fencing. One of my responsibilities is inside sales, which mostly entails writing up orders, but occasionally I do written quotes for customers. Yesterday I got a quote request from one of our customers. He requested 7 rolls of chain link with slats inserted, but it was not our standard slatted product. He asked for 2 mesh, your basic unslatted chain link, with slats. There is such an item, but we do not manufacture it. Also, the standard slatted chain link we sell uses wider slats and a different diamond size. As a result. To be fair, the guy asking for this is new to the industry, but I decided to quote him exactly what he asked for. I got a quote from one of our vendors for 2 mesh with slats, which came out to over twice the cost of our standard slatted material. This morning I had another email from the customer. This time he requested 7 rolls of our regular privacy plus slatted chain link. This uses finned slats and offers near complete coverage. In the email he wrote, "I gave you the wrong size, so you quoted me the wrong product." I suspected this was the case, but I have a hunch he now knows what to ask for. Camera must be on. SOI, 26F, I'm a new mom and just returned to work from mat leave June 1st. I work from home in a telemarketing position via chat text selling Windows. This is important. In this time I have attended multiple virtual Teams meetings that should have been emails, attended team huddles, met with coworkers one-on-one, and revised some of our best practices, all while holding my at the time 2-month-old son. 3 weeks ago we were informed that turning our cameras on for virtual meetings was mandatory, and she did not care if we were put together or presented as professional for these meetings, but the expectation was to have your camera on and engage in topics discussed. She also informed me that being a parent was unprofessional. Not important to this story. After running my plan by my coworkers, team of 10, and getting a green light in the last 2 weeks, I have attended 21 meetings. In every meeting I log into the meeting, turn on my camera and I sit out of frame of the camera on my laptop, on my office floor or to the side, so I can see but not be seen, so all you see is the empty chair I'm supposed to be sitting in. But I don't move until she says, "So let's get started," so between my logging in and her, "Let's get started," I wear my "I'm pissed at the planet" face. I also engage in these meetings and derail them so they end up lasting much longer than she intended, and she just ends up spinning wheels with my amount of engagement, questions, interjections, corrections, and an overall obnoxious level of engagement. I have done this for every meeting in the last 2 weeks. I have a routine meeting with supervisor on Friday and will also be out of frame during the meeting. I will continue to do so until she no longer makes us have our cameras on. Your demand. Cameras on. I listened. Not once did she say we had to be seen on said cameras. Every bathroom break, of course. So several years ago I worked for the worst boss ever. I was working as a teacher at a preschool. I had 28 students in my class, ages 4-5. I had no assistant at any time of the day. So this meant I had to do quite a lot of tasks all at once, by myself. One of these things were bathroom breaks. The bathroom had a half wall, boys on one side and girls the other. This way the teacher can supervise all learners at once. I had a very well-oiled routine with my class at bathroom breaks. I'll explain in detail here. If you don't want to read, skip to the next paragraph. So I had 2 lines, boys and girls. They lined up at opposite sides so that they could not see into the other toilet. Kids go in 4 at a time. Once you're done you sit on the floor in the doorway until everyone is done. This way I could keep my eyes on almost every child at all times. The doors were always open so I could run out if needed. I jumped over the half wall if needed. And basically I had everyone within a few meters of myself. This entire routine took about 10 minutes. I did my routine once every hour. Kids could go to the bathroom by themselves in between bathroom breaks. There were no issues. My boss comes shouting into my class one day, "A girl in my class has had an accident. She wet herself while on her way to the bathroom." My boss shouted about this girl wetting her pants in front of all my students, who were having free play. The kids were all silent. She screamed at me, and I just tried to explain that she was on her way, she just didn't make it, and our next bathroom break was in 10 minutes. She continued shouting at me. I waited for her to finish screaming and asked if the child who wet herself had been helped to change. She says no, I have to go do it. I cannot leave my learners unsupervised, so I ask if she could please keep an eye on my class while I change the student into dry clothes. She looks me in the eye and says no. Your whole class is having a bathroom break now. And from now on you go every 20 minutes. Bathroom break, the whole class, every 20 minutes. I just nodded my head and told my learners pack up time. She said to leave the class as is and go to the bathroom. The kids line up at the class door. Then we walk outside a few meters to the lockers. We line up again while I collect new clothes. Then we walk to the bathroom and do the routine as above, plus I need to change my student into dry clothes. It was a nightmare. I checked the clock when we left and made a mental note to come back in 20 minutes. And I did. Every 20 minutes. The problem is, the bathrooms get cleaned every 30 minutes, so oftentimes we would have to wait outside because the bathroom was wet. Other classes needed to use the toilet, but we were constantly in there. We walked to the toilet and just walked back if no one said they needed the bathroom. By the end of the day, they were so sick of going to the toilet, 1 p.m.-ish. The next morning we continued the routine. That meant that sometimes parents came to drop off and there was no one to welcome them or watch their child. Or that parents were still trying to do a handover and then it's been 20 minutes, so it's time for bathroom break. We started our morning circle ring and went to the bathroom. We read a story and went to the bathroom. We had free play in bathroom. Every 20 minutes. Everyone in that school was so annoyed with me. Everyone knew it was ridiculous. But I told them, that's what boss lady said so. That afternoon a schedule was sent out as to when every class may use the bathroom, scheduling the bathroom breaks and cleaning breaks for all the classes. And wouldn't you know it, my class was scheduled for once every 60 minutes. Ha,